Where are we, Claire?
We're on a woodland walk and we're having a chat.
Ooh, we're having a chat. What we're going to chat about? Well, tell you what we're going to chat about. We need to explain a few things that's been happening on the channel. So this is for everybody that watches us regularly. We thought we'd put a video together just to put everybody's minds at rest. Let you know what we're doing, where we're going, why we've done certain things. We are at the start of our third camping season.
Wow, that's gone quick, hasn't it?
It has gone quick. I mean, think about that. We started off in this little camper van and then we moved into a motorhome. So this is our second motorhome season. Some of you will notice that some of our content has been a little bit different compared to last summer. And the reason for that is that ultimately what we're trying to do is create videos that are entertaining. Now, there are some videos that we've made that we didn't release because we didn't think they were entertaining.
Yeah.
We can only go on what we think, and when they're actually released, it's up to you guys to see whether you like it or not. But through winter, we have very specific challenges, don't we?
Lots of challenges.
Running,
we can't control.
No, running a motorhome travel channel. It's very, very difficult. And we both work full time.
Yep.
Which means that we've got limited time to produce and edit the videos. And we also have to travel to places, so there's traveling time in that. But that's one of the issues, and that's all year round.
Well, that's a big deal because we have to work.
Yes, we have to work. We'll get to the other reasons why we have to work a little bit later on. But we've got to travel there. Now, in winter, there's a big problem with the amount of light. We can't be out all the way up
in
to
the dark.
like 7, 8, 9 o'clock, like what happens when we do it in summer. We'll stay out all day, won't we, to get the video. And to create a 20-minute video, you've got to do a lot of things to put that together.
It takes a lot longer than you'd imagine.
Yeah. So that's one issue that we got. But then the other thing is that we've got an issue with the weather, because the weather usually isn't on our side. And because we've got 2 little dogs, we've got to think of them as well.
That's right, we can't take them out all day in the rain.
So we're trying to produce things that are worth watching for you, which means that sitting in our motorhome in the dark when it's blowing a gale, with me and Claire probably just having something to eat and something to drink, we don't think that that's entertaining. If you want to see that, let us know, because it'd make our life a lot easier.
Have a great time.
We'd have a great time. We'll get a pack of beer and some crisps and we'll just film it. But we don't think that we're really adding anything to your week. And that's why really we started to get into this channel. I know we're traveling around and we're having a great time doing it all, but it's it becomes, as things get a little bit bigger, then we feel we've got a bit more responsibility to you guys that are gonna
entertain, don't we?
That's it. You're gonna sit down with a glass of wine after your day's work, and we want to give you something to watch. So that means that this winter, to keep things entertaining, we've tried to do some different stuff, and the majority of it has been really, really well received. The views, they can go up and down, and that's what happens with YouTube. It doesn't matter what you do. A lot of this different content that we've actually done through winter outperformed the standard motorhome videos. Now, we are fully aware that some of you watch us purely for motorhome content. We get that. And we're going to address that in a little time. There's some people that they just enjoy tuning in. The thing is when we first started, you have a small audience. And when you got that small audience, people watch because they've seen a few of your videos, they've seen that you do a motorhome video. And because we've done a motorhome video, we'll do another motorhome video. But when you get to be a bigger YouTube channel, and obviously we don't think we're a big YouTube channel in grand scale of things, but as more people join, then obviously there's more opinions, more interests.
Yeah.
Everybody starts to get a little bit divided in things. So you might like motorhomes, but you don't like certain type of motorhomes. Or you like to go to campsites, but you don't like campsites in certain parts of the UK
You wouldn't go somewhere.
or wherever.
Yeah.
So it gets a little bit harder. So we went through a bit of a period, I think it's fair to say,
Yeah.
where we tried to keep everybody happy. It's impossible.
That's really difficult.
You can't do it. The amount of things that we've done
Yeah.
that we didn't even think of that genuinely upset people it's blown our
I
mind.
don't understand it.
Now I can understand if you get upset when I'm telling rubbish jokes, I get that. And I can understand if I'm pulling somebody up for a comment, I get that. But we get pulled up on like what we've chosen to eat that day.
We have had that, haven't we?
People unsubscribe because of our dietary choices, which
Blows my-
is really interesting.
Yeah.
And some things that we do that we just think have been fun, people have not liked. But there is one thing that we want to talk about. So we know that we've done some different content. Some people have questioned whether we're moving away from motorhomes. So we just want to park this right there. No, we're not. The reason why we've done different content is one, because it's very difficult to do motorhome content in winter.
Yep.
And two, because we want to keep it entertaining. That's it. Now, you might think that what we could do is just not make any videos. If we do that, then all the hard work that we've done, getting the channel to where it is, well, that stops.
Yeah, we can't have that, can we? Because we don't want to stop.
Well, we don't want to stop.
No.
We enjoy it too much. And we have put a lot of time and effort into building it to where it is.
Yeah.
Which is why we kept things rolling. Now, I don't know about you, Claire,
Yeah.
but I'm really, really proud of the content that we put out.
Absolutely, yes.
So we've loved your feedback. We've actually learnt quite a lot through winter. And I think we've understood more about you guys, what you like, what you don't like.
Yeah.
We've also learnt that some people don't like certain things, whereas part of his audience really, really loves that.
It's difficult to weigh up, isn't it?
It's really hard because
Yeah.
if you look at the views in our videos, there's some that have done really well. We've got one video that's got over 200,000 views, which we're just absolutely
Love it.
mind blown about.
Yeah.
But if you look at what YouTube classes or what people tell you should be looking at, it looks like it underperformed that video because people haven't watched it for as long. There's more people not liked it. But then there's other videos that didn't get as many views, but most people that watched it watched most of it.
Yeah.
And that just tells us that everybody's different in our audience. Now, one thing that a few people have accused us of is not really selling out, but just doing it for the money. If you were,
messages saying that, haven't we?
yeah. So if you think that at this level of YouTube you do it for the money, I'd suggest that you try it and see just how much time you work on it and how much you get for it, because it's not minimum wage at all. Now, one way that we could solve some of these issues is if we were full-time, but to go full-time is not really viable. We could earn more money if we wanted to by accepting some of the sponsorships that we get offered. And as I said, we're not a huge YouTube channel, but we do have a sizable audience for the motorhome niche that we're in, and that attracts sponsors. On a daily basis, we get offered
Yeah, quite a
stuff,
few now. Yeah.
all sorts of stuff. It started with tabletop ice cube makers,
Yeah.
and
We've had some power banks,
we've had plenty of power banks, plenty of bikes.
e-bikes,
We've had
suitcases.
suitcases, powdered drinks, all the way up to all-inclusive 19-day trek to Nepal.
That's right. Oh, don't forget the crisps.
Oh, and the crisps from a major brand. But we didn't take them purely because we didn't think it would be entertaining to you guys. I were half pushed at that trek to Nepal. I tried my best, but Claire is right and said, why would the audience, you guys, want to watch us trek Nepal?
I didn't want to do it either. But seriously, that's not the right thing for
But
us.
if you do want to see that, let us know, because I can still get in touch with them and do it. So we didn't take that. So for those of you that think that we're in this for the money, well, the money does pay for some of what we do, but it's not the driver. We're trying to entertain.
Yeah, that's right.
Aren't we? Which is why we haven't taken it. Just so that we're clear, because it doesn't matter what we do, somebody will say something. We have no problem with anybody that takes a sponsorship, and I fully understand why you do it, because it's
money.
you got, you know, if you went to work a shift and you didn't get paid for it, you'd probably be upset about it. But here on YouTube, there's a little small part of viewers that think you shouldn't get paid for what you do, and you should just spend all your time producing videos, get nothing for it, and if you do, you're a sellout. But
We've had this quite a bit, haven't we?
a little bit, we've had a bit. But I think most people understand that that's the game of YouTube, but we don't do it. Now, if we got offered something that we thought was of value to you, the audience, we'd take it.
Oh, yes.
We would.
We're waiting for the right thing, aren't we?
That's it, yeah. We want to work with the right people that's going to benefit everybody. We haven't had that quite yet.
Yeah.
That might change, but that's where we are with that. So that brings us to where we are now. It is now March. You can feel it in the air. There.
Actually can.
You can, can't you? I saw a quote actually this morning. I read it out to you. It was Charles Dickens, and it said that it was March. It was a March day where when you're in the sunshine, you can feel its warmth, but when you go in the shade, when you're in the sunshine, you can feel summer's warmth, but when you're in the shade, you can feel winter's coldness. And that's what it's like, isn't it? You never quite know what jacket to put on. So things are getting easier for us now because the campsites are opening back up. It's getting dark a lot later, which gives us more time to get to where we need to be. Because if we only go within a certain radius of where we live, we'll end up going to the same places, and you've already seen them.
Yeah.
You've already seen us cover them. So that's what we're trying to achieve, go to new places. Now then, we used to go to caravan and motorhome club sites, and a lot of people enjoyed them. And we decided for this season that we weren't going to do it because for us personally, it didn't make any more sense. Now, we're not saying that it doesn't make sense for anybody else. There are a few people who are quite upset that we've come out of the caravan and motorhome club. Some people even said, "You're not welcome in the caravan and motorhome club."
Called us names.
Yeah. "You're not welcome. Don't come back."
But this year we're doing independence.
We're doing independence. That's it. Because there's more to the motorhome lifestyle than just joining a club. I don't know about you, Claire, but I found that by joining a club, you feel obliged to use the club. It's like your mindset.
That's what we did. Yeah, we used to scroll through and pick.
Just
sites.
ease. It is easy using that, but there's more to it. And by the end of this season, I think we're going to understand more of the value that caravan and motorhome club or caravanning club gives you.
That's right.
Or whether it's something that we're not that bothered about going
Or
forward.
if independents are worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. It doesn't, and also, we're not saying that we're not going to use caravan and motorhome club, because we probably will do. We'll pay the premium, or should I say, we'll not have the discount, and we'll pay it, but we're going to try and not book enough that covers the cost of the club.
That's right.
What have we got coming up? Well, we've got lots of independent sites.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of comparisons, but the campsite comparisons between motorhome and campsite, and also we may have a bit of a venture out of the UK.
Yes, we have. I've been looking at that.
Tell us about it.
Well, we're going to go on the Channel Tunnel.
Ooh.
That is a fact.
Right.
And we're going to venture France/Spain/ maybe.
And have a look. Yeah, so we've got to prep the dogs for that. They both had the rabies jabs, and then we've got to get an animal health certificate.
That's right.
We're really excited for this season, and to be fair, we're really pleased to be back in the motorhome. So the other thing we need to speak about is our clothing, which has been very, very well received.
Yep.
Can you tell us about that then, Claire?
Yeah, so we have some more clothing coming.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
Okay.
And I will advertise, and we'll walk about in it probably when it's arrived.
And we've got a few new items, haven't we?
We have. Now, really thing I want to talk about is that we've had some fantastic feedback the people that have got the hoodies
Yeah.
and the t-shirts and the hats are over the moon
That's
with the
right.
stuff.
Yeah.
All saying the quality is fantastic. I
Yep.
think that's really important to talk about.
We're going to add some new additions to that as
Yep.
well. It always sells out and it sells out fast. We're new to selling any type of clothing. We've not known how much to actually get in, which means that as soon as it comes in, it sells out. And
Yeah, and just to say as well, that's because we don't use a third party to ship it out.
yeah, we do it ourselves.
We're doing it ourselves because it's really important that it's right and that you're going to be happy with it.
We are trying to get better with the stocking levels and keeping it so that if you want it, you can get it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's basically it, guys. We just, both me and Claire, we had a few little niggles in his heads that we wanted to speak to you about. We wanted to address a few things. We wanted to put your mind at rest, really. That's what we've been wanting
Yeah, and
to
be
do.
clear that we're really into this. It's really important and we want to do the right thing and
Yeah.
entertain.
And entertain. That's it. And get out of this, which we don't seem to be able to do. So hopefully that's put your mind at rest. Plenty more motorhome content.
Yeah.
We will occasionally experiment with other formats because we feel that it's important for the long-term health of the channel. If we just do one type of video all the time, even though you may love it now, we think at some point you may get a little bit bored of it.
Yeah.
So we've got to keep experimenting with stuff, but the core of it will be motorhome travel. So we've got that. Do you feel better now, Claire?
Yes, it's really important to us.
Yeah. So we hope you have a lovely week. Have a lovely weekend. Let us know where you've gone in your motorhome and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We've got Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.